How's it going, everybody? Wonder what I'm doing today. It's wild camping time. Welcome back to another video. Finally, the Blackburn Bigfoot has come back to Roddlesworth Woods. Rock reference there. Just getting me set up, ready for later on. Got the tent up, as you can see. Just letting my air bed fill up with some air. My self-inflating air bed. And yeah, I found this lovely little pitch on the edge of a ravine. And like I say, I'm in Roddlesworth Wood. So yeah, I'm here for the night. It's my first wild camping. I bet about a month. Which is, you know, considering how much I've camped this year, it's a long time for me to stay indoors as that. Been very busy, a lot going on in my life, a lot of turmoil. I got struck down with the dreaded man flu about a week ago, which delayed my plans, but I'm out. You guys are with me. Bigfoots and boggarts, let's have an adventure. Right, so we're all set up now. Everything's stashed away into the tent. And you guys know me. We're going out wild camping. We're going to local boozy. So that is sort of currently where I'm headed now. Got a bit of a walk through the woods, which we'll have a chat about. It's quite an interesting place, is Roddlesworth. But yeah, I'm going to set off for a walk now. And have a little chat with all you biggies and boggies about what I've been up to for last month. Because of, obviously, like I said in the intro, I had the dreaded man flu last week, and to be fair, even today, I'm still not 100% as I'd like to be. I'm about 85%, which, you know, to be fair, for most mortal men, 85%. You know, for an alpha like me, might as well be 100% to be honest with you. But as a result of that, my hearing's gone, so I can't hear now at the moment. I'm just about here. Can't hear my dad when he talks. My dad could be telling me I stink of fish cakes and I won't have a clue. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, all last week when I weren't feeling well, I was still going to work and acting like a trooper, doing my sleep-ins at my former job, which we'll, like I say, we'll get to in a minute. But I'm finally feeling, hello doggies, hello. But yeah, I'm finally feeling a bit brighter to get out for a camp. So, morning. Hello. So that's why I'm out right now. So yeah, let's crack on. So yeah, I just wanted to have a little chat about my former job, working at what was used to be called Limitless Care. Now it's called Possibility Care. I'm not working there anymore. I finished there yesterday officially. Today's the 10th of November. I don't know when this video will get out, obviously, but yeah, not working there anymore. I'm starting back up at my last job, Viewfield News, since my ball bag of an ex-manager isn't working there anymore. They begged me to come back, the new people who took over. Been more or less headhunted to come back, which is lovely really, because I was sort of, you know, saying things about his managerial style to the people in charge, after he effed over another ex-employee. I was basically branded I weren't allowed to come back, but now he's gone, I'm back. So yeah, starting there, and then I've also got a job lined up with Child Action Northwest, which is a really good company to work for, working with youths who are just sort of on the precipice of falling into trouble, either with the law or falling into, you know, gang-related activities, and they need like excursions and vocations out here in the outdoors. So I'll be supporting people doing outdoor stuff, which is just, you know, arguably a dream job. You know, my friend Simon Clark, shout out Simon, you know, he said to me, I think you get happiness through, you know, giving the outdoors to people. And it's true as that. And when he said it, it meant a lot to me, because it is true. This is where I am at my most relaxed, my most just myself, really, unapologetically me, not, you know, being a cliche like you say is what you get. This is me. This is me. This is real. And the fact that I can share that with people and they get on my brainwave and vibration a bit, it does mean a lot to me. So the fact that I'll actually be getting paid to do it, it's pretty damn cool, really. So anyway, back to Possibility Care, possibly the worst care company in the history of mankind. I worked there for just over a month, and you know, it's going to get to the point where, well, the amount of gross negligence I saw in that company at the time I worked there, I'm not going to earn me dirty laundry. I could go into detail if I wanted to, and I will go into detail, I think. Last week, prime example, we had absolutely the boiler had gone. So we had no hot water, we had no heating in a house with children, and we were expected to wash the kids in cold water. There were a lot of stuff leading up to that pissed me off. I got to the point with a job where I thought, fuck it, I'll just laugh it off, it's easy money is this. But that really upset me, that last week. Anyway, the big issue obviously is the commute that I was having to Ribchester. I was relying on my dad, shout out Dad, to take me to work, and I've been adamant, you're not taking me in the dark for these night shifts. And you know, it came Tuesday night, yeah, where they wanted me for a night shift at 9, and I said, unless somebody's picking me up, I won't be there. Nobody wanted to pick me up. I'm not going to work there, am I, mate? And again, as someone that's an advocate for not just men's mental health, but mental health in general, words that are said can hurt far more than a punch in the face. You know, and I've been victim of cyberbullying before. Unfortunately, my character was attacked via our works group chat, where people were basically slagging me off, calling me names and making derogatory comments about me and my lifestyle, because I couldn't get to work. So I was like, right, I'm bouncing, mate. So yeah, I didn't turn up, and then I obviously Wednesday, me and Dad went to the HQ, to the head office, to tell them and have it out with them. Oh, my arm's aching from holding up this camera. So yeah, I've jacked that job in. Going back to Beerfields, which I'm excited about. Also excited to get the ball rolling with Child Action Northwest. So, oh, look at that. See, I didn't bring my trunks, could have gone for a dip. Oh, it's not chance at all. Still not feeling top marks yet, mate. So that's what I've been up to, and that's why I've not been able to get out camping, because I've not been feeling well, and then obviously I've had so much drama going on in my work life. Look at this. Is he going to make it across? He's going to make it across! He made it across! Shout out Preston. Right, so been to the pub for a swift one. Just having a little mooch around in the woods before I head back to the tent. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, obviously. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. What else would it be on? Yeah, it's going to be a culture shock today because it goes dark at 20 past. Well, the sun sets at 4:20, which is just under 2 hours now. And obviously after that, give it about 40 minutes, 5 o'clock, it'll be pitch black. So it's going to be a different camp today, because obviously it's late autumn. You know, we're on 10th of November. Another 4 weeks, it's winter. So yeah, this is my first wild camp since the clocks went back an hour. So yeah, like I say, it'll be different, but I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to a longer period of darkness, because to be honest with you, that is my favourite part of a wild camp. Like, you do have the anxiety of, you know, back of your mind, oh, it's going to be dark, you know, kind of thing. But once it's gone dark and you've got the fire going, you know, some food in your belly and a few slurps going down your gullet, man, nirvana, I say. But yeah, I just wanted to have a quick chat about interesting stuff about Roddlesworth, because I've been here before. I've been here many times, you know, for walks with my family, and we even did a video here with Dad and Millie when we came to do a cryptid investigation on fairies, which obviously, if I'm with them too, it's not an investigation, is it? It's just a mighty good old frolic through the woods with my banter buddies. But on a serious note, there was a Bigfoot type creature sighted and reported, made in 2012, so 10 years ago, and it was reported to British Bigfoot Research, and I remember reading the report. What the interesting note about it was the fact it was an American who had obviously emigrated to England with his family, who knew about Sasquatch over in the States and Canada, and was just completely, you know, dumbfounded that we have them here in the UK. Seen one here in Roddlesworth Wood, and his description of it was like a matted bale of straw on 2 legs, which, you know, is very, you know, it's quite a visceral visual, is that, you know. That's something that we can actually kind of, for those who've never seen a creature like that before, and even those of us who have seen them, you know, I've said it before, it changes your life. I think about it every day, the one that I saw, and even what I saw, it was very ethereal. And speaking of ethereal, there was a sighting made to Winter Hill investigation team with Mick and Caroline and Lee, shout out you guys, fairies, ethereal small beings about 2 foot tall, following a man and his partner. And that were an interesting, you know, sighting. Yeah, the eyewitness described them as being almost see-through, dressed in normal clothes, but they were about 2 foot tall. And what do you make of that? I don't know. So, who knows? Maybe we'll, maybe I'll get some dancing fairies outside my tent tonight. You know, a few hobgoblins. I'll be dancing with them, Biggs and Bogs. Right, Biggies and Boggies. Through our ramblings and hikings, we've ended up on the wrong side of the river. So this is literally the most unbushcrafty thing ever. I've took my shoes off and I've rolled my jeans up, and I'm by my bearings, I'm in roughly the same area where my tent is, so I'm gonna just walk across. See how we get on. Got on the curve. You're gonna say hello? No, he just left to me. Right, here we go. Oh, that's slick. Ooh, it's cold. Sit nice and steady, Oliver. It's this kind of stuff that you do when you're a kid. Walking across a brook, taking your shoes off. My boots are waterproof, and I think they are. So I really should just go for it. But whatever, we made it! Woohoo! Ah. A bit of ground in there, actually. Barefoot, cold water walking. Right. My boots back on now. So, about 4 o'clock. It's coffee time. Another 20 minutes. Gonna start going dark. Got my fire pit dug for later on. Got my wood collected, but it won't be enough. But look how pretty it is. All these autumnal colours. It's very, very quiet. Apart from river down there, the brook even. It's very quiet. I've not seen much wildlife. I saw a squirrel, and then when I were rambling over on the other side at woods before, I saw some deer prints and some fresh droppings. So they're obviously about, but you know, it's just potluck whether or not you'll see one or not. But yeah, what have I done? So went to the pub, had a pint, went down to the reservoir, had a look at that, and then I went for a nice wander over into the woods on the other side of the ravine. It's been nice because even though I've been to Roddlesworth quite a lot, walking, I've never really had proper good chance to really explore it thoroughly. I've always just sort of stuck to the main path because usually I'm with my dad, and obviously he's not going to go bushwhacking through ravines and brooks, is he? Maybe he'd like to, but probably won't be a good idea, would it? So yeah, it's been cool, you know, like getting to troop through some different places. Just going to finish my coffee and chill out, and I'm going to try and hold off on lighting the fire for as long as I can really, because I want to try and maximise my firewood. But I've got my candles, I've changed my batteries over on my lantern, because last time I was out I did notice it was starting to flicker a little bit. But to be fair, I bought that lantern back in March, April, maybe even earlier than that actually. It was started this year. It was just when I was at the precipice of trying to get braver to come out at night time into the woods to prepare myself for wild camping, you know. So pretty good money for value is that, you know. I mean, it was about 30 quid, that lantern, and it's one of my prized possessions. Anyway, I'll check in with you. I always start every new entry going right. As you can probably tell, it's going to be a windy one tonight. Bigs and brioche buns. I've got my favourite out tonight. Edge chilli and rice. Very nice. Let's have smells good. About 6:10, and I've had a coffee, watched an episode of The Crown, season 5, which I've spoken about this before. I'm not like a royalist as such, but man, The Crown is a good TV show. Yeah, I was just sat thinking about, like, obviously where I'm pitched at the top of this ravine wasn't where I originally wanted to go when I was first planning on coming here. I had a pitch eyed up on the other side of the brook where I was earlier in the pine forest. I wanted to go in there, but I just got to thinking, like, you know, what constitutes the ideal pitch when you're wild camping. You know, there's certain things that go into it, like ideally you want to be on flat ground, you want to be able to get your pegs in. I don't like to be too claustrophobic in too tight of a space because it creeps me out. Like obviously this ravine, it's nice and open, but you know, you want to be on flat ground as well. Did I say that? But more than anything, it's just a feeling really. Like when I saw this area when I first hiked in, I thought, bingo, that's where I'm gonna get set up tonight. Yeah, it's just a feeling really that it's right. And this is where I'm gonna pitch up or whatever. This wind. Yeah, that's really as far as it goes really. Like if I'm just doing a solo one night, I don't put too much thought into it. I get into an area, hike for a little bit, and if I see somewhere I like, that's where I'm going to pitch up. Simple as that. Anyway, I'm going to eat my tea, and then I might get the fire going just to get a bit more light in my little camp for tonight, because I nipped out for a wee about 10 minutes ago, and it, you know, when you're outside all day, your eyes do adjust at light levels, and that were another thing that I was going to mention about hiking into an area. I'm actually quite near a main road. Before, just as it was going dusk, I was catching sight of lights in tree line, and I thought, shit, I hope they're not orbs. They were car headlights. So yeah, I'm quite near a main road, which, you know, it's kind of does give me a bit of comfort, I suppose, as that. Anyway, see you in a bit. There she is. She's lit up now, going quite nicely. Obviously with wind tonight, that's helped her along a little bit. But yeah, it's nearly 7:30, so my usual routine. I'm gonna give my dad a ring soon, and then it's time to get stuck into some Hobgoblins and watch another episode of The Crown, I think. But I didn't realise it until I got out for a wee about half an hour ago. It's only a bloody full moon, innit? Well, obviously, you know, those who watch my videos, know what heralds a full moon. So yeah, I'm going to try not to think too deeply about dogmen. Yeah, that's as much as I'm going to say, otherwise I'll freak myself out. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. Very different, with obviously going dark so early. And it'll be something to adjust to with the coming months of winter wild camping. But yeah, for tonight, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Good morning, you beautiful Bigfooties. Beautiful Bigfoots. It's about 7:30, a lot earlier than what I anticipated. My hope for today was I was going to sleep really well and, you know, have a bit of a late start, because I'm making my own way home, so not really in a rush to get packed up. But yeah, it's about 7:30. I was spark out when I went to sleep. I went to sleep quite early, to be fair, but really about just after 10 really. and then walk up about 4:30, got out of the tent for a week, and then that was pretty much it then, till now, till you're seeing this. I was tossing and turning really every hour, so it's just one of them. You expect sometimes you expect that when you come wild camping. You're not always gonna sleep absolutely idly. Sometimes you do, and then sometimes you toss and turn for a bit. It's just the name of the game, isn't it, bigs and bogs? So yeah, I'm just having a little bit of light breakfast, and then I'll just start slowly getting packed down. Yeah, quite a windy night. I kept having. I got up about. I tell a lie. I got up about 6:30 actually. The last time I got out of the tent for now, just to reattach, just to reattach some guy lines back into the ground, because my tent were obviously come loose through the night with wind. And then about 7:10, I said a little mooch about, answered the call of nature, and then, as I say, just had a bit of brekkie, had some fruit, some water, and then I'm going to make a bacon butty and get packed down, so catch you with you a little bit. Say it with me, leave no trace. The mantra of a responsible wild camper. Look, excuse me, you're gonna come wild camping, mate, more power to you. I'll come with you if you're my type, but please just tidy up after yourself. You know, squirrel your fire away, clear up your rubbish. I started packing down just after 8 o'clock, just before 8:30 now, and you'd never have known I was there. Do you know what I mean? It's not hard. Anyway, another one in the bag. Biggies and boggies. That was wild camp number 18. Once we get out of here, we've still to get out of here yet. You never quite know. You know, that full moon last night, yeah, there were no dogmen about, but not that I know of anyway. One might have come up and had a sniff of my bacon through the night. Who the heck knows? But look, this is how near I was to the path. And it was funny because all the way up till about 8:30, I could see little mountain bike headlights through the tree line. You know, so there were still people about. Even when I got my fire going about 7 o'clock. You know, so kind of puts you at ease a bit more, I suppose. But, you know, there is still people in the same region as you, but it's just one of them, obviously. When you've got a fire going, it only takes that, you know, one Mr. or Mrs. Do-right to come up to you and be like, "Ooh, what are you doing?" Because I've had that before it passed. You know, touch wood. The dreaded having to get packed up in the pitch black because someone's moving you on. That's never happened to me. But in my early days of bushcraft, when I used to have my shelter, you know, there were a few people who come up to me and be like, "You know, you really shouldn't be doing that." And I'd be like, "Fuck off! Who are you?" If anything, I'm keeping this place tidier than you lot because, you know, I'm clearing up all dead fell. Bloody hell. And I always take a, you know, I try and take a carrier bag in with me whenever I either go camping or I go up to my shelter. Just to, if I see any rubbish, I'll pick it up. Just my service to Mother Nature. Right, I'm going to shut up now. Just I need to get up there. See you in a bit. It's at the top. Plain smooth sailing now the rest of the journey, because minus one bit on the main road, it's all flat, so happy days really. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this one up like a burrito, Bigfoot burrito. My original plans for today, actually, I can't remember if I mentioned it last night or not, but obviously I said before I really wanted a decent lie-in. Obviously that didn't happen. It's 8:30 now and I'm on my way home, but I was actually gonna, on my way back into Blackburn, and we're gonna make a little pit stop at the Brown Cow pub, pay a visit to my former manager at my last setting, because he works there. But coffee takes priority over that shit. I've not had a coffee yet today, so I need to get home and get caffeinated. So anyway, yeah, that is Wildcamp 18 of 2022 in the bag. Roddlesworth Wood, complete. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, absolutely. Beautiful place. You know, it's bigger than Billinge. You know, it's I probably would dare say it's not quite as remote as the Grain Road, but still a great place to come and have a camp. You know, and get a bit of time to yourself to detox the old noggin. So yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be back next. Hopefully soon. So we've only got 2 more to go, and then I've completed my objective for this year. But obviously we don't stop there. I'm a progressive wild camper. We're taking things to the next game, the next level next year. Bigfoots and boggarts, because I'm going to do the Cumbria Way from, I hope I get this right, otherwise my family are going to take the piss out of me, Urmston in the Lake District. Start at the southernmost point of the Lake District, hike for about 5 days, wild camp every night, and then finish in Carlisle. 75 miles, I can do that easy. So yeah, that is the plans for next year, but probably for the remainder of this year I might just stick to Grain Road. We'll see how the weather goes, how it pans out. I'd love to do another one at Lakes before the year's out, but obviously it's just getting the accommodation for Papa Bear, innit? So we'll see how rough it, he'll glamp it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it through to the end of the video, massively appreciate it. Like if you want, subscribe if you haven't already. You don't have to if you don't want to. And I'll see you all further down the road. Bye bye.